What's up, duelists? Today I'm going to be doing a fun little challenge for myself. I'm going to see if I can build a solid gigaplant deck in under 30 minutes. I'm going to be using a couple different techniques from my deck building video, which I uploaded a couple of days ago. If you guys haven't checked that out, definitely check it out after this video. Make sure and leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you aren't already. Let's hop right into things. All right, the clock's running. Clock's running. So something that I've done to sort of expedite my deck building process is I have an Edison template, which is just cards that I use in almost every single deck. And yeah, it just is saved here. I can now save it as a different name. It's going to be Gigaplant Video. Awesome, cool. And then we can get started. So before we get started on actually constructing the deck, before we get started on that, we want to write out our concept map. So what's the deck purpose? We want to win one game for a YouTube video. All right. That was step 1 of the concept map. Step 2 of the concept map. What is the game plan of the deck? What is the plan of the deck? How are we going to accomplish this? What is the expectation? What is happening? Well, the expectation is we're going to win one game, obviously. That's pretty straightforward. But let's talk about how we're going to do it. Well, I want to build an aggro / combo gigaplant deck, similar to maybe Splinter Twin from Magic the Gathering. Let's say Splinter Twin. Lone Fire Blossom plus Supervise is more or less Deceiver Exarch plus Splinter Twin, which is like an infinite combo. In this game, it's as close as you can get to an infinite combo. It's a super broken like +5 combo. So we've just got to chalk our deck full of cards that help us stay alive till we can find that combo, or we could maybe even win on a plan B of aggression, which I think is another way we could approach this. Keep our opponent on the toes. Then, when they show any weakness, we hit them with the Lone Fire plus Supervise. All right, let's write out some cards that I think are going to help us here. I think Cyber Dragon probably going to help us. I think Phoenix Wing Wind Blast. I think these two cards are probably going to help us do what we want to do. They're both pretty aggressive and offensive cards that help us keep up the pressure, keep our opponent's resources low, and then maybe we can burst out a combo in the middle game to wipe them out with. Yeah, I think that's a good starting foundation. Plus, of course, the Gigaplant, we got to have at least, 15, 16 cards in that engine. So let's go ahead and start getting that deck built. How many Gigaplants do we want to play? We need to play at least one. We might need to play as many as 3. It depends on our whole thing. Lone Fire Blossom, of course, the best card in the deck. We're going to play the max number of legal copies, which is 2. We are going to play probably the full suite of bricks, probably triple DDR, triple Mark of the Rose, and of course, triple Supervise. I did want to try out using Cyber Dragon, which apparently I can't spell, as well as Phoenix Wing Wind Blast. One thing I like about Wind Blast is if we are backfooting because we drew too many bricks or whatever, the Wind Blast can keep us alive. It can be used as a defensive trap, but it can also be used as an offensive spot removal by removing an opponent's back row and helping us go for our combo. So I like this a lot. The card disadvantage is going to be offset by the fact that our full combo gives us like 3 to 5 cards. And speaking of our full combo, we're going to need Copy Plant as a way to sort of initiate that. And we are going to need 3 Power Tool Dragons. So from the extra deck, we're going to have to make some cuts. It's probably going to start off with Red Dragon Archfiend is getting cut. Maybe Ancient Fairy even. Let's start with this. We'll come back to the Ancient Fairy if we end up wanting it for any reason. It's possible we do. It's possible it might even be better than having something like Magical Android. And it's possible we might want the Brute Drago as well, depending on our final deck composition. Another card that's kind of like the Snapcaster Mage of this format, maybe not quite directly that, but Caius the Shadow Monarch. I think this card is really, really good. I want to play 3 copies of it. I think it's really good at playing the early game aggressive game plans that maybe combo decks can sort of start adopting. I've adopted 3 copies of this into my Fish OTK combo deck, and I think it might actually serve a similar sort of role here, where it helps us break through established positions, and then maybe we can follow up with a combo when the resources have fallen a little bit on both sides. I like Caius the Shadow Monarch here because it combos well with our Mark of the Rose and our Cyber Dragons, and I think we are for sure going to be playing Sangan as well, which is great tribute fodder. We might end up playing Brain Control. I'm not super sold on it yet, but that would be obviously a great thing. Since we are playing a combo deck, I think we do need Giant Trunade, just as a way to force through our combo. What else now? What else? What else? What else? So we could go a different route. We could go pretty dark heavy, which would allow us to play Allure of Darkness. Allure of Darkness is one of the best cards in the format at increasing consistency. We could also go more of a Gemini route. We could play the Raptinus Beast and Future Fusion and like Swing of Memories and stuff. So the issues I have with the Future Fusion Raptinus stuff, right? So even if I have Future Fusion plus, let's say, Swing of Memories to bring back the Gigaplant, right? Let's say we have that. Even if we have Gigaplant plus Supervise plus Swing of Memories plus Future Fusion, which is already, what, 1, 2, 3, it's a 3-card combo. Let's say we already have that 3-card combo in our hand. We still don't have Lone Fire, which gives us the full combo. In order to full combo, we actually do need a Lone Fire Blossom in our graveyard, because Gigaplant will have nothing to bring back. I might need to add a portion onto this video showcasing the combos, but yeah, we'll go over that probably after the deck's finished. Just want to see how long it takes me to actually finish. I do want to play Solemn Judgment. I think Solemn Judgment's going to be great in this kind of deck. Back up our sort of aggressive pushes. Just be a great card in general. I mean, it's a broken card. I don't necessarily know if we want to main deck Trap Dust Shoot or Mirror Force just yet. We do want to let the opponent have a little bit of play. Mark of the Rose is better when our opponents do have monsters in play, of course. But yeah, let's go back to the Allure thing. I think that's a good approach to the deck. I think we're gonna add Allure. I think we're gonna add Mystic Tomato. The only reason we're gonna add Mystic Tomato is it's gonna be able to be an Allure target. It's gonna be able to find Sangan. It's gonna let us play, I don't know, just this grounded game plan. Keep bodies in play. It's a plant for Mark of the Rose, so it's just a solid card. I think, in general, in this format, helps us find what we need to find. Lone Fire gets us to, or Sangan gets us to Lone Fire. Tomato gets us to Sangan. You get the ladder there. You get the ladder. Okay, we've got 10 more card slots. We've got 10 more card slots. Let's look at this in maybe a test hand perspective. What do we want in our opening hand? Is Gore's a card we want? Gore's might be a card we want. We might also want UFO Turtle as a way to directly get Lone Fire into play. UFO Turtle is really powerful. UFO Turtle lets you combo into the first power tool without having a Supervise, which I think is really good. Because if your opponent attacks over UFO Turtle, you get Lone Fire, then you go to your turn, you have Lone Fire, you haven't normal summoned yet, you can go into Gigaplant, normal summon the Gigaplant, use Gigaplant to bring back Lone Fire, get the first copy plant, and then make the first power tool without even having a Supervise, which is pretty powerful. I mean, that's the upside of UFO Turtle. Of course, your opponent can just choose not to attack it. It's also awkwardly a machine, which doesn't work well with us having Cyber Dragons in play. I want to avoid random milling because we have so many cards that just need to be in our deck for this combo to even work. I kind of do want to play a Titanial. I know it's another brick, but maybe we can figure out a way to make it work. I do want to play a Treeborn Frog. Actually, I think this is a great card for this type of deck. It's kind of like a pseudo Sinister Serpent with all the Wind Blasts and DDRs and whatnot, and can act as tribute fodder for Gigaplant or Caius the Shadow Monarch in a pinch. I think we do want to play 2 Gigaplants. We might play 1, we might go play 2. We're going to do a few test hands before we get into things seriously, so that's kind of the idea there. How are we looking with regards to time? 8 minutes in, 8 minutes in. Okay, cool. What more are we missing? Maybe some more high equity discard outlets. Maybe we do want Plague Spreader Zombie. Maybe we do want the Malicious. Maybe playing the hero stuff is just the best thing you can do in this format. Maybe it's just the best thing you can do. Who knows? I'm not sold on these quite yet. I'm a little on the fence, but they do seem pretty good at supporting these discard heavy things and just giving you something to do on your turn that's proactive. It would also give us enough darks to play this Allure of Darkness, which I do want to play. I think we're for sure playing the Treeborn Frog. I'm still not sold on these 4 cards here, though. It makes our Mystic Tomato have a little bit more value, too. Gives us access to Bryonic with the Plague, which I don't hate. Don't hate that at all. We could play Gold Sark. Gold Sark isn't bad. I kind of like this, because if we could honestly Gold Sark for Lone Fire, DDR it back, then full combo. It's not great, but it is full combo, I mean. And in worst case scenario, we have the combo, we need to find True Nade or Heavy Storm. I don't hate that. I think we can main the Gores, and then maybe main... What else fits our game plan? What's our game plan? Aggro combo. So these are aggro cards. Stratos, Mystic Tomato, and Cyber Dragon. These are all cards that we can get offensive with. Dandelion might be really good, though. It might be really good as just like another value discard for our discard traps and our DDRs. It's also a plant that works well with Mark of the Rose and Lone Fire, of course. If we Gold Sark for Lone Fire and then we're able to DDR pitch Dandelion, that's obviously very powerful. Let's add it in for now, and then let's go look at some of the opening hand compositions while we're still on the clock. Opening hand composition is something that I found is super important, especially in aggressive formats like Edison is in its current state. Games aren't going to be going super long, so you need your first 7 to 8 cards to actually do something. Okay, this hand has full combo plus solemn, which is great. Let's restart the deck again. Let's see what else it has. This hand, not ideal. Double mark plus Treeborn Malicious. Keeping in mind we might want to cut one of the marks. Do we get out of this somehow? We'd pick up Copy Plant. That's interesting. That's interesting because this isn't too bad. We can actually use Wind Blast plus the Malicious to clear a back row, then use Copy Plant plus Malicious to make a power tool and start getting our high value stuff out of our deck, like Supervise and whatnot, and then draw into the cards that actually matter. So this isn't too bad. I don't hate this at all. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Next hand. So that hand wasn't great in the first 6, but in 7 it was all right. This hand is too malicious. Well, I mean, any hand with 2 malicious is pretty bad, but we still do have Sangan for Lone Fire. We are missing Supervise. We have Gores, which can maybe hold us a few turns, and we do have the Sweeper. Let's see how it gets in 7. Okay, Allure, 2 extra cards, gets the Wind Blast and the Dandelion. I don't know about this hand. I don't think Lone Fire is enough to carry us on its own. I don't think Gores is enough to carry us on its own. Yeah, and obviously drawing 2 Malicious is bad, so we have to consider that. Things to consider. Malicious and Gigaplant, they're both bricks. This deck is already going to be playing a high number of bricks. Maybe we need more conversion and less, like, things like that, I suppose. Okay, let's see this hand. This hand is solid. This hand is really, really solid. We've got Sweepers, we've got Lone Fire. All we need is a Supervise, which we can find, I think, somehow. No, we can't. Supervise plus Copy Plant doesn't exactly get us there. If we had Nettles in our deck, we might have been able to do it, but then we wouldn't be able to find the Gigaplant off the Lone Fire. So, Stratos being the draw, not bad. I mean, this hand can play a good fair game, but we don't have Titanial in our deck, which is a card I might want to add. It's yet another brick, but improves our Lone Fire in the hands where we don't have Supervise, which is mostly what I'm looking to be doing, I suppose, in those hands. Okay, this hand looks okay. We've got Allure. We can draw 2 here, see what it finds. Find Sangan, so that's really good. We could actually banish Sangan. We could DDR, pitch Gigaplant maybe. Perhaps. Or we could Wind Blast, pitch Gigaplant, have it for the Mark of the Rose, then be able to DDR back the Gigaplant later. We could also DDR the Sangan, sacrifice it for Caius or sacrifice it for Gigaplant, and search for Lone Fire, which isn't bad, but we're still short Supervise. All of the things that I'm noticing in these test hands is that we're not finding Supervise as consistently as we would like, but we are finding Lone Fire pretty consistently within the first 6 to 7 cards. So I think I want to add 1 or 2 more ways to find Supervise, and I think there's a couple different ways to do this. There's the Blacksmith, who is this starter. He takes your normal summon. He's quite slow. And then there's Hidden Armory, which is another starter that also takes your normal summon and is also quite slow. The difference is Hidden Armory is a little bit more versatile, and I don't know. This guy's just really bad against like Bryonic and whatnot. He takes a full turn. In theory, you can Hidden Armory and combo in the same turn. This is tough to consider. Let's go ahead and start altering some of the stuff here. I don't think we'll be needing the 3rd Gigaplant, literally ever. I don't think we'll need the Android. I don't think we'll need the Raptinus or the Future Fusion or the Swing of Memories, although I do like those cards in general, just not necessarily in this specific strategy and this build of this deck. UFO Turtle, it might be good. We already have a lot of ways to find Lone Fire between like Mystic Tomato, Sangan, and obviously just raw drawing the Lone Fire, Gold Sarks as well. We could cut something like Mark of the Rose if we were going to add Hidden Armory, because it's basically the same thing as another Mark of the Rose, but it gives us an extra copy of Supervise, I suppose. That's not the worst. We could also cut Brain Control because we have tutorable Brain Controls in the form of Mark of the Rose. We don't necessarily need Brain Control. We could also maybe cut a Caius, not play 3 of those, just play 2. I do like having the full 3 though. It also improves the Allure. And we could also cut the hero stuff. That's another thing we could cut. I do like that Malicious plus, what is that one card? Copy Plant makes Power Tool. Is it good enough? Also, are we playing Malicious without Stratos? We don't really need to play Stratos. That's a card we could cut too. All food for thought. If we cut Stratos and the Malicious, we're likely playing something like Titanial plus another Dandelion, because we'll need more high impact discards. And maybe just add the last mark back in. Or another hidden armory, possibly. This is where things get tough. The last 5 cards of decks. Because once you have the last 5 cards of decks down, it's like, it's pretty easy to just figure out sideboard plans for basic stuff. But yeah, this is it. Let's just add an extra card and see how this performs. Let's go ahead and add that hidden armory. Okay, cool. Let's do a few more test hands. Let's see how this looks. Maybe like 4 or 5 more test hands, and then we'll jump into the actual builder one last time, figure out the final configuration, add the sideboard, and then play some games. Okay, this hand's amazing. Supervise plus Lone Fire, full combo. Next hand. This hand has, it's a little slow, but it has everything you need. It has Tomato for Sangan, which gives you good fodder for Kai. It's got Gold Sark, which can find the Supervise, and then it's got Wind Blast plus Heavy Storm to help set up for the combo. So I like that. Okay, cool. Cool. Next hand. This hand has everything you need. Tomato gets the Lone Fire. Unfortunately, the Copy Plant's in your hand, but thankfully Gigaplant can summon from your hand or from the grave. You could actually turn 1 full combo, now that I'm thinking about it. You could Gold Sark for Lone Fire, Hidden Armory for DDR Pitch Plague, and then actually turn 1 full combo with Supervise plus. So this is actually a fantastic hand the more I'm thinking about it. All right. Last test hand. We've got Gigaplant, obviously a brick, but we do have Tomato, which gives us board presence, and we have the Supervise, and we have the Sweeper. So if the Tomato does stick around, we could do something like set Tomato or whatever. Let's say we're going first. Yeah, we could set Tomato going first, and then like going second, we can maybe like attack their set monster with the Plague, or I don't know, play aggressively with the Plague, then on the following turn, maybe try to put something together with Gigaplant plus Supervise, special out the Tomato. Just have, like, sort of, I don't know, some sort of walls there, I guess. I don't know. This hand looks, drawing the Gigaplant again. Maybe we want to go down to 1 Gigaplant. You really don't need more than 1 to combo. The only awkward part is if you draw it and you find Lone Fire and you need the Lone Fire to resolve into Gigaplant. But since we are playing Titanial, like, it's not the weirdest thing to cut the Gigaplant down to 1 and then just go for the combo that way. It's also a little awkward if it gets banished. I mean, we do have DDRs, but it's just awkward if it gets banished. This hand isn't bad. It finds Lone Fire. It finds, the stuff you need to find. It has a live Mark, has live Heavy, live Phoenix Wind Blast. Like, these hands aren't bad. They're just not consistently hitting the combo. I guess consistently is kind of subjective here, right? Because I don't know, you get what I'm saying. This hand, what does this hand do? I guess it has Wind Blast, Cyber Dragon. It's not bad. I think it's looking pretty good. I think it's looking like I could take this for a test run. If the deck gets a couple turns, it looks like it's drawn into like some pretty high value stuff. Some stuff that's making stuff happen. So let's go ahead and take a look at the sideboard, figure out what we're going to need. I think one of the cards that's on my mind for the sideboard of this is Light Imprisoning Mirror, because Light Sworns are a problem, and we don't have a lot of really great ways to remove them. Let's get this hero stuff out of here. Let's side out maybe the Iron Guy. Get the Ancient Fairy. Definitely want the Typhoon. Definitely want a couple Dust Tornadoes in the side. I think we do want Mind Crush. Maybe Mind Crush, maybe not. We'll see. We might actually want Royal Decree over the Dust Tornadoes. Let me think. Are we bringing in the Dust Tornadoes against like Blackwings and stuff? We could just go with Royal Decree. This isn't a bad Royal Decree deck. We only play 4 traps in the main, so I could totally see that. Maybe for more defensive options. I don't know if we want defensive options or if we want proactive options like DD Crow. I think the issue is that in games 2 and 3, our opponent's going to board in Cyber Dragon, and Power Tool Dragon's a machine. So for games 2 and 3, I kind of want to board in Nettles and then go for like an 8-star synchro plan, 8-star like value synchro plan, as opposed to like the alternative, which is the spam a bunch of power tools. And that way we could also side out like our whole equips package except for like the supervises, maybe like 1 DDR, 1 Mark of the Rose. That could be something we do. I think Nobleman of Crossout isn't bad. as just a way to like press our tomatoes through, make sure our tomatoes stick through Rykos. I think this is a solid card to sideboard in most matchups. Well, not in most matchups, but in most decks that can support it. Maybe it isn't Royal Decree. Maybe it is Dust Tornado. I think Phoenix Wing Windblast is really high value, but we could maybe even do like a split, like 1 Decree, 1 Dust Tornado. Because there's going to be some matchups where we want the Phoenix Wing Windblast, but we do just want the extra like spot removal. Are there any monsters we want to sideboard? We could maybe sideboard like Thunder King. That could be something that we could sideboard. We could also sideboard Doom Caliber. Does Thunder King conflict with anything in our deck besides Hidden Armory? It conflicts with Sangan. That's a little awkward, of course. Maybe we just side more defensive traps, like Bottomless. Like maybe fuck Royal Decree. Maybe we just want to remove our opponent's monsters and keep the pressure off till we can get our combo going. Maybe that's the plan. Maybe we don't want Mind Crush. It seems a little important though, against like Lightsworn and stuff. This is hard. This is actually hard. I guess we're thinking about the matchups. Like against Gladiator Beast, how am I siding? Against Heroes, how am I siding? Against Heroes, I definitely want the Dust Tornado, but I don't have much else besides that. I guess we could side Puppet Plant. It does steal absolute zeros. It does fuel our Mark the Rose. Puppet Plant's not the worst. We could also side just like straight up like Compulsory Evacuation Device. This is tricky. This is tricky. Let's go back to the drawing board. Let's go back to the test hands. I want to get another feel for the deck and then see like if there's a card we would have boarded out in a certain matchup and then see like what we would want to board in its place, I guess is kind of my thought process here as well. All right, test hands. Against Heroes, would we have sided out any of these cards? Probably not. If anything, we would have sided out the Hidden Armory. Let's see what the Allure finds. Maybe we just want to sideboard like really specific outs for specific things that screw us. Let's think like Vanity's Fiend, Fossil Dyna. Those cards can give us some trouble. We don't have a lot of great outs besides the Wind Blast and of course the Mark of the Rose. Maybe we do have enough outs though. This is tricky. This is tricky for sure. How are we doing on time? 23 minutes. Ooh, I'd like to get this done in under half an hour. Okay. Let's just wrap this bad boy up. Let's cut the UFO turtle. We could add some botanical lions. It's like defense, offensive cards. What is this improving our matchup against? This improves the hero beat matchup. They can't really attack over the defense that well. But just hero beat, really. It's not coming in against much else. I guess it comes in against Glads. Could come in against Blackwings too. I don't hate it. Yeah, let's just add 2 botanical lions. Let's not complicate things. If we need to streamline our deck, make it just a little bit more low to the ground in post-board situations, maybe side out some of the tributes or the cyber dragons and bring in the botanical lions, we could do that. I think that's fine. I think just having like blanket like neutral upgrades to certain cards in situations where they might not be the best is fine. Now for the last extra deck card, we have a few different options. Do we want another level 6? Or do we want to add back the Red Dragon? We could also make Ancient Fairy Dragon, which isn't the weirdest thing. I don't hate Ancient Fairy Dragon. Let's just keep the Ancient Fairy Dragon. I think it's going to be easiest for us to make level 7s in game 1. And we have all the level 8s we care about for game 2 with the Nettles plan and the Plague Spreader, of course. Goyo and Briar are going to be what we make for level 6s pretty much all the time anyway. And I don't see us going past making 2 level 6s in a game, at least not that frequently. We have a level 4 and a level 5. I don't think we need really more than that unless we expect to play against Burn. Maybe Android could help. Maybe we want a field spell in the sideboard in case our opponent plays a Zombie World against us. Zombie World's annoying. I could see maybe wanting a field spell here, but this looks alright. We could play Mausoleum as a way to just like normal summon Gigaplant. I don't hate that. It is two-sided though, unfortunately. Maybe we'll try it over the Mark. This is just as an extra out to like field spells and as a way to like just normal summon some of these clunkier tribute monsters that we may draw. All right, this looks good. How long did it take us to break this deck? 2750. Nice. All right. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe. See you guys in the match. Got a game versus G-Sen. We tied the first time on rock, paper, scissors. And I was able to get him. He went rock, I went rock, and then of course I had to mix it up, go for the scissors mix-up. The classic mix-up in rock, paper, scissors is of course going for the scissors mix-up. Our hand looks not great. I'm going to be honest. Not great. But it does function. It does function. I think I want to set Sangan. Next turn we have Sidra plus Caius. If the Sangan gets blown up, we could also Sidra plus Lone Fire. That could be something we might do. Even if they have a way like Evil Hero, or what's his name? Evil Guy. Yeah, Evil Guy, Infernal Guy. If they have that plus Caius and banish our Sangan, no, this isn't bad. This isn't bad. It's not great, but it will kill their Doom Caliber. It will kill their Doom Caliber. On our turn, we will be able to... Ooh, Supervise is very good. Let's go ahead and normal Tomato and then just start getting the beats on. Again, the game plan. We wrote it in the concept map of the deck. Aggro combo. We want to be aggressive. We want to force the opponent to trade off resources and then hit them with a combo when they least expect it. I would love it if they used a back row. Okay, this is also fine. They're going to banish the Mystic Tomato. Them just trading cards for our cards, totally chill. We drew Gores. Nice. Gores is going to be very good here. We can just pass. If they attack us with something like, I don't know, any one of these little guys, we'll be happy because Gores will... Yeah, there we go. Dimensional Alchemist. Nice. Looks like they're playing some sort of Dimensional Alchemist stun deck. We are going to be able to drop Gores, and then we are going to be able to Caius their Dimensional Alchemist. Even if they have... What is that card? We could Caius the Dimensional Alchemist. We could also Caius the back row. I kind of want to Caius the Alchemist. Just keep him off the floating DD Warrior Lady kind of vibes. I want to force out this back row if possible, because we have some sort of combo shenanigans potentially in the case that this gets stopped. Wait, do we have some combo stuff? No, we're missing Lone Fire. Oh, that's right. We didn't search Lone Fire off Sangan. That being the case, do we just want to run over this Alchemist? No, I think we still want to Caius it. I find myself in this situation often where I have Caius plus Gores and I don't switch the Gores. I think I'm not in the mood to switch the Gores. I know that I was punished for this exact situation in a previous video, but hopefully we don't get punished here. That's my whole goal. Hopefully playing around Mirror Force gets us there. I wonder what their set card is, because I feel like you have to Mirror Force Caius 1-for-1, right? Maybe not. Maybe they don't need to. In any case, our aggro cards proving to carry a lot of weight here. Pretty happy that we've chosen to include them in the deck, because our combo didn't really fully come together quite yet, but it still could. It still could. Like, let's say they clear this. They use their back row, they use another card in their hand, they're down. Whatever. We still have a lot of pressure. We still have a lethal combo that's coming in a low resource situation where our opponent maybe doesn't have the right answers to it. So, ooh, another back row. There's the Lone Fire. Kind of want to go for it. They set a monster. What do they mean by this? We could Lone Fire, special summon out Titanial in defense. It's not the weirdest thing. We could also Hidden Armory here. Hidden Armory can find us. Well, either one of these two, basically. Maybe we just go for the Lone Fire. Or actually, you know what? We could just attack first. I guess they might have set Dimensional Alchemist. Is there any reason to... Yeah, let's just go for the Lone Fire. Fuck it. I will say priority. Yeah, there we go. Okay, Lone Fire with priority. Tributed. Oh, they're going to pay 8. Royal Oppression. Okay. That being the case, we really can't afford to play in a Mirror Force. However, if they had Mirror Force, this changes things. This changes the script for sure. I don't think they drew Mirror Force. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to attack them with Caius. Okay, it was Nova Summoner. So they have Dialk in a Nova Summoner. Or not Dialk, Doom Caliber in a Nova Summoner deck. Interesting. They're going to special summon out another Nova Summoner. I am going to ignore that, I think. Wait, do we want to attack it? No, we don't want to attack it, because then they get Honest and then they're big chillin'. Yeah, we don't want to attack that card. We want to let it stay there. So that being the case, we just want to pass. Yeah, I think that's the plan. We just want to pass. We need to find a Caius or a Wind Blast or a Sweeper or something like that to sort of break through this situation, break through the noise. All right, opponent sets right on cue. There's the Wind Blast. I think we can set Wind Blast and then Hidden Armory for Mark of the Rose. We could also Hidden Armory for Mark of the Rose. If their other set monster is a Recruiter, we don't really want to attack into it. So let's just Hidden Armory for Mark of the Rose first. Mill to Supervise. Unfortunate. That's gonna hinder our combo potential in the late game, but opponent said WTF. Now they're figuring it out. Now they know what we're doing. But that was going to happen inevitably. We have to play the longer game here. The Wind Blast getting found is big. Do we want to set a card to sort of protect it? I think we might want to set DDR and the Wind Blast. But we set the DDR first to play around their set card being Space Typhoon. Yeah, DDR is the worst card in our hand. And that's the card I would like to be hit by Space Typhoon. On the next turn, we can mark plus Wind Blast, go for game. And I don't think they'll have a stop for that, which should get us there. We could also mark their other back row, force a lot of special summon like activations. Is that something we want to do? Probably not. I think we're okay with this situation. Wind Blast will probably end up discarding the Cyber Dragon because it's pretty dead in our hand here. Just depends on how we want to go about things. This is tough. This is actually really tough. Royal Oppression is really good against our deck. I haven't seen the Fairy deck play Doom Caliber Knight before. It seems interesting, but it just seems like another like normal summon. Oh, there's Dandelion. Dandelion's pretty good. It gives us a good discard for the Phoenix Wing Wind Blast. Now there's a lot to ponder because we could Wind Blast the Royal Oppression, try to go off. But is there any reason to do that in particular? I guess we could make Power Tool, Black Rose Dragon. No, I think we just go for the obvious. We go for the obvious, which is Mark of the Rose, banish Lone Fire. Well, let's Wind Blast first. Let's Wind Blast, pitch Dandelion, target their set monster. Let's see how this goes. And then Dandelion's effect will activate. We're going to get 2 tokens. Let's see if they want to pay 8 here or not. They are going to pay 8. Okay, that's perfectly fine. That honestly didn't really help them at all. We are going to now Mark the Rose, banish the Dandelion, take their Nova Summoner. Oh, shit. Are they just dead? Hold up. Hold the fuck up. Are they just dead? Yo, wait. Are they just dead? I guess they're not dead if they have 1 stop for Gores and whatnot. So I think we should tribute summon the Gigaplant first. Yeah, and then equip Supervise. Yeah, I think we should do that. Tribute summon Gigaplant first. We'll say summon, okay. Admitted defeat. Okay, yeah, they probably just had 1 stop there. That makes the most sense. Okay, cool. GG Sen. That was actually an interesting game. That was really tough. But the aggro cards were really good. They actually kind of proved to be helpful to the actual Gigaplant strategy, as opposed to like, I've played defensive cards in these roles before, or more passive cards, and you just get run over by strategies. Like, we would get run over by a Doom Caliber Knight if we hadn't had like proactive ways to trade with it. So I like that. I think we want to side in the new Noblemans. They seem pretty good. Maybe we want Dust Tornado for Royal Oppression or Space Typhoon. This is an interesting matchup. I think we have a good matchup. I think our deck is actually pretty well positioned to deal with it. But I don't know. Do we want Mirror Force? That's another card that I think would be good here. I do like Mirror Force. I do like the Dust Tornado. I do like the Space Typhoon. These are 5 cards. Maybe we don't fit in all 5, but we are going to try. Let's see. What do we want to cut? Mystic Tomato seems good. Dandelion seems a little bit questionable. We can maybe cut that. Maybe we cut the... Well, Dandelion's not bad. It trades with like Doom Caliber, I guess. Nah, it just seems too passive. Gold Sark seems okay. I think we are going to be the aggressors, but does Titanial seem good, actually? Titanial seems kind of whack. They have DD Warrior Lady, and they have Honest. I'm almost sure they have Honest. They have a lot of other ways to deal with this, so we're going to side out the Titanial. I think we are going to bring in Nox and... Giant Trunade seems a little questionable because they probably do also have Herald. Herald's pretty good against us, actually. Maybe we should board in favor of that. Like, have Dust Shoot Mind Crush. Or just Dust Shoot, maybe. Dust Shoot going second is so whack. Let's just do this, and then we'll board in the... Actually, we'll do one Mirror Force over one Knock, and then we'll board differently going first. I just want to keep the deck sound. If things change too much, then obviously we'll have to switch it up. But yeah, maybe we should have cut both Dandelions. That was something I was thinking about. All right. Opponent starts off with the T set. We've got the Cyber Dragon Parry, which is really good. We've drawn a couple of our discard targets, and of course the Brick of Gigaplant. I think we will try to go for it though. I think it's just too good. It's just too good. We can 2-for-2 them. And then get their resources low. Caius is going to come down. Caius is going to target the monster, of course. They're going to chain Bottomless. Okay, again, 2-for-2. Not bad. We got Solemn Judgment. I don't know if we want to set that quite yet, because next turn we'll probably set Treeborn, try to wall them out with the Treeborn. I think we'll just pass. I don't think we want to set the Solemn Judgment quite yet. They might be scared of Gores too after last game, so I could see them like not playing into that. They said another monster. Tomato would get us to Sangan. I think I'm going to stick with our game plan. I think I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going to attack it with the Mystic Tomato. Whatever it is. It's a Raikou. Okay. Maybe not the best, but they're going to mill. Whoa, what a mill. What a mill. You love to see it. That's really good for us. I think we're going to continue on with the pass. We don't want to set our Solemn Judgment quite yet. The opponent has no fairies in the grave, no Christia thing is happening, no Soul of Purity and Light stuff's happening, so pretty happy playing pretty passively here. At most, we're taking like, this 1900, which, whatever. Okay, Gores is a good draw too. Oh, we're going to be able to fake out our opponent in later turns. Let's set the Treeborn and let's just pass. This Doomcaliber Knight is really awkward for them. I don't think it's a good addition to the fairy deck. I'm going to be honest, I think it's actually quite bad. It increases your weaknesses to a lot of different cards. So, I'm not really sold on it. Yeah, here's Honest, you're going to attack. But now your Honest is in play, you can't bounce it back because the Doomcaliber is mandatory to negate. So you're going to lose your Honest here, as well as your Doomcaliber Knight, which is pretty fucking funny. They're going to Dust Shoot me in the draw phase, but, I mean, our hand is pretty good. It is pretty good here. The Dust Shoot is only going to be able to take one of our conversion options, and they're going to be losing their whole board of monsters, ideally, in a few moments. Let's see what they take. They probably take Gigaplant? Maybe? I don't know what they take here, actually. It's a good question. Yeah, Doomcaliber Knight, not sold on it. Not sold on it. Oh, they're going to send back Gores. That complicates things. All right, so that being the case, we're going to activate Treeborn Frog. We're actually not going to special summon back the Treeborn Frog. We're going to summon Cyber Dragon and try to attack over the Honest. This way, if things go south, if they have another Honest, which they very well might have here, then we can at least set our Dandelion and have the life points be pretty insulated, be protected. Okay, looks like they're just going to lose their Honest. That's good for us. That's really, really good for us. We can still set the Dandelion. Now, I got to think if I want to set the Solemn. They know about it. Our Gores is gone. Yeah, let's set it. I'm down to set it. If they can't break this position, then we have the whole, command of everything right now. It's been kind of a tricky game. No cap. Okay, there's the Dimensional Alchemist. I need to think, because this is going to be able to add back their DD Warrior Lady. That's also going to be their second fairy? I think it's fine. I think it's fine. Now it finds them a Shining Angel. Ugh. Not great for us. No cap. Not great for us. They've got another back row. Oh, oh, what a draw. What a draw. Let's fucking go. That's so lucky. Wow. Okay. Okay, sick. Sick, 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 sick. Okay, Caius is coming down. We're going to use the Caius effect to target Dimensional Alchemist. And now they're just fucking boned. They might have return, but we have Solemn. So, like, what are you going to do? What are you going to do is the real question. You're going to have to take a shit fuck ton of damage here. That's just the way it goes. Book of Moon on the Caius. That's fine. We'll let that happen. Opponent's going to lose some more cards. They're hemorrhaging cards now to try and keep their life points high. We've got Solemn Judgment for their last back row, whatever it is. And we've got, I don't know, just a good board. They're going to need something pretty good to answer this. Cyber Dragon attacks over a lot of these, like, dinky monsters. Okay, there's Call of the Haunted. We need to ask them to target. Okay, they're targeting Honest. Sure. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, Honest doesn't do anything on its own here. If they bounce it back, oh, okay, they're going to attack over the Caius. That's fine. They bounce back the Honest. If they summon another monster, I'm inclined to Solemn Judgment it. Oh, they're just going to set a monster. Interesting. Oh, wow, Hidden Armory is great. Yeah, Hidden Armory is really, really good. What's in our grave? Tomato? What's the plan? I guess it's just Hidden Armory for Supervise, right? And then pass. If that's Raikou, we can Solemn it. We know they have Honest. Yeah, let's just Hidden Armory for Supervise. We milled Copy Plant. Nice! It's actually really good mill. It's actually a really, really good mill. Yeah, and let's just pass. I don't think we need to attack into that. Next turn we can combo them off because we milled the Copy Plant. Okay, getting a little lucky here. No cap. But the cards in our deck are getting us to the position where we have a higher power end game in these low resource situations. Okay, there's Breaker. Think. Oh, I know they have fucking Honest. I think the Breaker's okay. I think it's okay. If they want to break the Solemn, be my guest. I think our life points matter a little bit too much here. Yeah, I was a little concerned because if their last card is Honest and they had a second Honest that we didn't know about and we Solemn the Breaker, we actually died at double Honest. Oh, wow. They're actually going to try to crash here. Maybe their last card is Christia. How does that affect us? We need a top deck if their last card's Christia. That's for sure. Wait, this is too many. Right? Yeah, now you don't get to clear the Cyber Dragon. Our opponent played this really poorly. I'm going to be honest. They should have grabbed a third fairy and then used the Honest to clear the Cyber Dragon. And yeah, they didn't even attack over the token. That's not good. That's not a good play. I'm going to be honest. Anyway. I almost feel bad. Because, like legit, like, we really top decked 3 cards in a row and just got super lucky on them. They did misplay. Don't get me wrong. They did misplay. But now they're actually going to lose the game this turn as opposed to not. They could have also done something, which I think is a play that you always need to consider. Just always need to consider, which is basically you always need to consider this play. I'm losing my train of thought as we speak. Yeah, they always need to consider getting Herald, crashing the Herald, especially in the Christia, adding the Herald back to hand. Because now in the worst case scenario, in which you've now left 2 bodies in play because you didn't attack over my monsters, whatever, you get what I'm saying. There's a million different permutations, and that was just not the permutation. So this is going to go for Gigaplant, this is going to go for Supervise. I mean, this is all just pretty much like straightforward stuff here. Special summon back the Copy Plant. This is going to make our Power Tool number 1. We actually do need to win the game this turn because our own Cyber Dragon will clear the Power Tools. So Supervise activates, special summons out the Gigaplant. Now Power Tool is going to activate. And we need either Supervise or a Mark of the Rose here in order to win the game. 1, 2, 3. Grabs us the Mark. Perfect. Exactly what we needed. Mark's going to take the light. And then we are going to win the game. Nice. GG's, G-Sen. But yeah, I think their last turn they definitely misplayed. There was a way they could have ended with a live Herald in hand and cleared both our monsters, I believe. I need to relook at the game. But yeah, GG's. Well played, G-Sen. So we broke this deck. We broke the Gigaplant deck. Crazy. I think our opponent had us there with the Christia, but we got a little lucky top decking the Brain Control. To be fair, we did have another Hidden Armory, 2 Mark of the Roses, 1 more Caius, I believe. Yeah, 1 more Caius. We had a fair number of outs. We had, what else did we have? Triple Wind Blast, Mirror Force. We had quite a few cards that got us out of that situation. So I do like the aggro stuff. I like the way it presses through the opponent's advantage. I like the way it sets up for the game state where the Gigaplant combo can come down, kind of like how it did right there, and just close things out from sort of a neutral or whatever certain position. You get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. I'm not too well spoken. It's early in the morning, all right? Give me a break. Give me a break. I just built a crazy deck. I just played a really tense game. I'm trying to analyze all these millions of different things. Leave a like. E3 Yu-Gi-Oh! Signing off. Peace out, everyone.